Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing out there? What's up? Con, how you doing, man? I put in the I think in the title, and I think you guys should be able to hear me. Let me check. I updated all of my there we go. Yep, you can hear me. Updated all of my sound and things like that. And I do think it's been a lot better. You guys let me know if it's not. And then Kabam decided to try to destroy the game. And so I just haven't been playing as much. I haven't been able to stream as much. And then it did hurt my back last week. My Discord server had a lot of fun making fun of me, and honestly, I deserve it. It is feeling much, 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 much better, to the point where I'm like, I do wanna try to at least stream for a little bit today, see how it can hold up, to it. We'll see. Yes, please do make fun of me because I am old. It is true. If you don't make fun of me, then it will feel weird. What's up, Red? How you doing, man? Just Concha. Got it, got it, got it. I got you, I got it. My voice is more clear right now. Yeah, thanks. I bought a new microphone. I bought some new, items quite a while ago, and, in all honesty, it was like, I didn't wanna mess with literally anything because it worked. And it's like, if I mess with something, I don't know if I know how to put it back together. And as I think most of you know, I have a full-time job, full-time family, and all that stuff. And so, like, finding the time to do those sorts of things, like, all jokes aside, my MCoC time the last, like, month has been dedicated to, like, messaging, communicating, genuinely trying to be helpful, and then putting out videos on like, "Dude, guys, this is what's going on." And so I have not been able to play very much aside from what is necessary for my alliance or for events that we're gonna be ending soon or things like that. So yeah, here we are. But like I said, I enjoy streaming. I wanna get back to it. I have a video coming out tomorrow, which is actually an opening for my Vega Prime account, which is the free-to-play account that, I really love. And I think I wanna get back to playing it more. I'm gonna kinda let you all tell me what you think. I'll notice by the amount of clicks and views and things like that it gets, because it's really not fun to do things that, like, people don't wanna watch. It's that combination of the 2, right? Like, if you think about, like, a math equation of, like, how much fun am I having? How much fun do people enjoy, watching those things together equals, is it worth my time? Those sorts of things. So I hope everyone likes it. If they don't, I get it. I respect it. I'm not going anywhere near things that are working too I don't like going anywhere near things that are working too much mess to serve. Yep, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. All right. So that's the intro. I'll be leaving timestamps if anything cool happens or anything like that. We're gonna do a new rank 3, and this is kind of fitting with my like, and I've been talking about this a bit more in videos, and like, this is one of the reasons why streams are so one of the many reasons why streams are so good, is I can just tell you guys like what I'm feeling and like what's going on. We can have a conversation. And so like the video, if I just try to do it in a video, it's like, all right, why are they constantly about the boycott or about this or about that? Where if we can do a stream, I can tell you like, oh, here's the thing. And we move on. We have a variety of topics. And one of the things I have been enjoying is I've been enjoying my alliance. I've been enjoying the non like ultra competitive play, and I realize that is different for everyone, like how they're going to describe that. Like I'm in a chat with some people who like if they're not in like C4, they probably feel like they had a bad battleground season, where I've never been in C4, right? I think I've been in, I think C5 or 6 is the lowest celestial. And I've been there for a little while, and even then in those seasons I was like I could stay here. I can't play enough to stay here though. And so the more I've gotten away from that, you guys saw me leave tier 1, it's probably about 2 years ago now. It's been a long time since I left tier 1 war. I get happier. I enjoy the game more. The less there are various posts and changes of champions, nerf, buff, rebalances, the inaccuracies, all that, the less it bothers me. The less I spend, the less it bothers me. I'm not spending it all, and I'm like, "No, all right." Um, which sucks, right? Because that's not how we wanted it. That's not how I wanted the game to be. It's not how I enjoyed it for so long. But in an interesting way, I'm finding like a new fun. And so I want to continue to try to show that to you guys and things like that. And so one of the things I'm gonna do with Battlegrounds is I'm gonna yes, rank up champions I think will be good for it. I'm not gonna be like a moron and be like, we're going with Hawkeye, you know? Maybe I will if I love Hawkeye that much. But I've always liked Baron Zemo. I've just never been very good at playing him. But I do think he's cool. I do think he's really fun. He obviously can be very meta relevant. This isn't like a bad champion. I don't want it to be like, wow, look, I'm taking up this crazy champion. No, not at all. But he should be really good for this meta. I feel it could be a great way to get to know how to play him better and have some fun. And so I'm going to take him up to rank 3. We're going to throw him in the deck. We'll create a deck today. and have a good time, man. I want to get these rewards, play battlegrounds, play champions I like. If I lose, I lose. If I win, that's even better. And have a good time hanging out with you all. What's up, O's fan? How you doing, man? Got in your car? Time for a Vega live stream. Hey, I love it, man. I love it. I tend to, as you know, man, you and I've talked about this a lot, and you've obviously been a long-time supporter for a long time. I tend to listen to more videos than I actually sit down and watch. It's not, to be clear, it is due to the nature of my life. For me to have free time, it's more likely it's because I'm driving or I'm walking Nova back there. She's back home. For those of you who missed her, she's back home, and and so as a result, obviously I don't drive and watch videos, but I can listen to them. And so I always try to put that into my stuff too. Like I'll try to say the names of champions, and you guys have done a great job on the tier list of letting me know, like, hey, you didn't say this champion, or can you please say their names because we might not be might not be watching. And I because of the way I play, I get that. This I did not think was a good sign. I was in Quantum 1, and as you can see there, I did not play for like 8 days or something like that. What was it? It was a long stretch. I just didn't play. I think it was like 8 days, and I was still in Quantum 1, and I was like, "That is a very bad sign for the health of the mode." Possibly a good sign for the health of the player base, though. So it didn't bother me necessarily in that way, but it was a little eye-opening for me to see that I was able to just sit there, in Quantum 1. That's pretty high, for the vast majority of players, and, like, I didn't fall at all. That was wild, dude. What's up, United Hicks? How you doing? Sammy, what's up, dude? From the UK. What's up, Mark? Thanks for tuning in from the UK, bud. That's always cool. When I hear from people from places that aren't where I'm from. For those who don't know, I'm coming to you live from San Francisco, California. I've been honestly resorting to other games since most of my champs are new and can get nerfed at any second. Like, dude, I hate that. Like, I don't hate that for you. I'm glad you're finding other sources of fun. Okay, I'm on the wrong deck. Let me go to the victory track here. This is one where I don't want to mess up what I'm doing, so I'm going to pay a little bit of attention to what I'm doing. So let's clear this deck. Hopefully everyone saw my video today on how great the rewards are, or you had already figured that out. That is another reason why I'm going to get in here and try to get some done today. And then you subscribe to Cantona's channel, dude. Guy's awesome. Been watching it for a long, long time. Really happy that he came on to the Illuminati. Help us out with some of that awesome champ knowledge. He's going to be competing at Battleground Brawl in the Summoners Fest. So make sure you cheer him on, dude. I know I'm going to be cheering big for him. Oh, so anyways, I hate that with like, I think that's where we're at. Like and I'm happy to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about today. Literally anything. Well, you guys, I don't want you guys testing that out, but I think if Kabam sticks with what they said about champion attributes, I think there's no way in hell that Nico stays the same, which is really, really dumb because like 2 months ago, I would have told you, no, Nico's doing exactly what she's supposed to do. And so I think this is it. She's OP. She's broken in like super competitive play, but this is what she was intended to do. And okay. And then they had to go with their whole like champion attribute thing. And they never really did say, you know what, we lied. Or you know what, whoever wrote that was drunk that day. They never said that. And so now it's just hanging out there. And so I did the video on like which champions I think will get buffed, nerfed, or left alone. And I do think some are going to get buffed too if they stick with the attributes. My goal and my hope, and this is where I went back to like, hey, I spent a lot of time messaging, trying to be helpful, was like I volunteered myself, the Illuminati, to go back and look at all the champion attributes and let them know where I thought they never lined up or did not line up anymore. Not to point out errors and be like, haha, you messed up, but because my understanding is the champion attributes are supposed to be helpful to the players. If you want to be helpful to the players, then they should be accurate with what we're experiencing in the game, and we would go back and look at them for them. That did not go over well. Same. Sammy's a listener too. 100% listen to many more videos than I watch. Yeah, which always sucks because then sometimes someone like Volatility, I saw her video, shared it out as soon. I wanted to finish all of it though because I was like, I want to make sure she doesn't throw any wild curveballs. She never did. She was funny. She edited that so well. Like watching it was actually part of the enjoyment. Listening to it was still great. Don't get me wrong. But that was one. So, from KSA, I'm so sorry, man. I'm an American, and like It is true that our geography is so bad. So bad. Like, I'm gonna assume that's Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but if you could let me know if I'm wrong, please do let me know. But thank you so much for being here. I recognized you in your profile picture from comments recently. Adam, what's up, dude? Let's get that on the board. We'll fill out the deck and play the game. We'll play the game. Adam, enjoy the content. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate all your support. And for those who don't know, in my opinion, support doesn't mean I agree with you. Support can mean that, but it can also mean, hey, bud, here's how this is coming across. Have you considered this? Um, it does not mean I love everything you are saying. That is for sure. And Adam, thank you so much, dude. In this case, for all of it. Let's get you up on the board, buddy. Let's get you up on the board. Hex, I'll say, haha, you messed up. If you don't want to, but I will. Yeah, dude, that's how bad my back is right now, and I'm like, crap. Because I already forgot. I probably made a joke at some point. If you can remind me, Hex, I'd appreciate it. Just for track, King is a monster. He gets 5 All right, cool. Yeah, thank you. Let's do that. I'm going to start off with the 6 stars that I am going to include. I don't want to include Kate. She doesn't really. I mean, she can purify things if I remember correctly, or she has like a tranquilize, I believe. Oh, I got to rank up Kingpin. That was the other thing we're gonna do. So let's remember to rank up Kingpin. I can't believe I don't have him. I learned that today and I put it on my Discord server. Of how the heck do I not have Kingpin at max rank? Like, how did that happen? I don't even know how that happened. All right, all right, all right. What exactly is the meta again? All these like debuffs are gonna get put on us, right? And that's about it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. Um, feels weird. I love playing Guardian so much. We're gonna put him in the deck. I don't think he's gonna be like overly great for it or anything. Um, and he's fun. What are the debuffs that they put on? Uh, weakness, disorient, armor break, and then special lock. I don't love that. That's probably gonna mess with, yeah. Let's put in Gene. Dun, 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 dun. Feels a little weird not having Bastion. I feel like a special lock at the wrong time could really mess him up, though. But I love playing Bastion. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. I don't think this is like please do not use this to make your own decks. You're going to be in the stream till the end. Thanks, Hex. I appreciate it, bud. I think you did in Discord. You were talking about your back. Yeah, I remember like late last week. I was like, guys, I hurt my back. I don't even remember what exactly it was for. Oh, and I was correct about Saturday. Thanks, man. And you guys gave me a tough time, which I deserved. I appreciated it. All right. Definitely Crossbones. So I think science champions are going to have a real role to play here. Let's bring in Havoc, the Toomies. Dust. Red Skull. Got to bring in Zemo. Just ranked him up. Would be kind of dumb not to. I don't know how much better Hitmonkey's actually going to be in this meta, but we can start off with him. Have some fun with that. Definitely Loomies. This guy, I have literally no clue what he does. Okay, let's try to bring him in. We might be a little heavy on skill. That's fine. And you know what? I'm actually going to remove Kingpin because I don't want to take the I don't want to use the rank up resources to rank him up, unfortunately. And which kind of sucks. But most of you who've never spent on the game will be like, see. Now that I'm not spending at all, not even going to consider it till December, rank up resources aren't coming in quite the same way as they used to. And so I do need to be a little more, I don't mean to keep hitting incursions. I need to be a little more careful with how I use them. And so I wouldn't mind using the dust on him to ascend him, but I don't want to use the catalyst to rank 5 him. So that kind of sucks because I do really like him. Um, yeah, I am vamping a little bit here because I want to use him, but it just doesn't make sense for my account, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to remove him. And then that kind of stinks. I don't love that. Um, all right, let's bring in Sinister, and then let's just play. Any defender advice? In what regard, buddy? We're just starting. We're just starting the victory track. So it's going to be a bit before I have any real firm understanding on it. There's always a little like tricks to it and things like that. I do think like some mutants might be good because people are gonna be incentivized to have a lot of skill champions. So some mutants might be good, but if you saw Cantona's video today, you know that there are some skill champions who don't care about that in any way, shape, or form. So that's gonna be interesting. Um, okay. I always hate that, man. I feel badly for folks on day 1, day 2 like this. Uh, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna check my deck again really quick because seeing that made me realize that I did not remember my deck very well. I wonder if Cole's gonna struggle. We'll find out. All right. Hex, you say Luke Cage, he's your vote for it. I love the consistency and the loyalty, man. Love it. Shang-Chi. Shang is amazing. My Shang's only ranked 2. So like I want to play champs I enjoy at the same time. And maybe through Victory Track that could work. Let's see, is I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't think I have Shothra. So this deck is not bad here, huh? I realize there's not that many rank 4s, but anyone who has Yelena, I'm immediately a little bit jealous of. Well, you know what, dude? I'm not gonna. I respect that Rhino so much. When Rhino comes out as a 7-star, he's not as simple as like well, how do I put this? He's a pretty good defender. I think people are. It's gonna bring slow counters back. Like I feel like you almost kind of have to have one. Like I watch. I'm gonna struggle. I don't know if I have any slow counters in here. So I'm excited to see that. And if I lose because of that, I am a-okay with it. I respect it. From X villain here. Mojo 200 versus Namor Stick 200. Which one do you prefer to rank 4? First of all, I love that you're considering those 2 champions. That's awesome, man. They're both good. They're both very, very good. Hold on, let me pick my champions here, man. Oh, we gotta go Bullseye, right? And Luma. Thing with both of them is like if you're just talking about like the game in general, like so here's what's interesting for me, man. And to short answer your question, I'd go with whoever you enjoy more because they're both good. They both have uses. They both want high sig. Namor is going to be like the best and often the best for like damage back mechanics. Often it depends, right? Because some other mutants have come out with like Dazzler stuff like that, and they have different utilities as well that Namor does not have. If you're talking purely for BGs, I don't know. I would wait. Because I think the SP3 skip button is potentially going to be very helpful to both of them. I also think like I'm redoing my it's funny, I'm not paying enough attention here. Here, Spider-Man Stark Enhance. I'm redoing my tier list, and I can explain more about that after this matchup if you're interested. And we're kind of splitting them into 2 because one of the biggest problems was always creating one tier list that was showing what was possible with for like your players who are really interested in Battlegrounds, War, super end game content, Wheel of Fate sort of thing, versus your player who's like maybe brand new all the way through. I don't want to be competitive in War and Battlegrounds. Like Nico Minoru, right, is amazing. Got to get these in my opinion, she is the best mystic. She's broken if you're interested in playing Battlegrounds at a higher tier. If you're not, she's just one of a handful of really great mystics. And so like showing that off to people um was really tough. And the Wizards did a phenomenal sheet. Like, I don't think the game, honestly, and I'm not trying to crap on Kabam right now. I just mean this, and that's how good I think their sheet was. Um, I should pay a little attention here, a little bit of attention. The game, I think, doesn't make enough sense. I'm going to think of a better way to say that. Let me finish this fight. The special lock is screwing with me, man. Um, the relevant part, I'll get to the most relevant part, and we can talk about the spreadsheet later if you guys want to, is Mojo and Namor. I'm on the non-competitive side of it now, because there's going to be basically two tier lists. They'll be in one video, though, don't worry, and it'll all be linked in the description. Is Mojo and Namor are two champions that I am badly struggling, both of them, with where to place them. And I'm trying to get it done in time for the Illuminati to take a look at it. Because for both of those champions, I think you can easily make an argument for them to be very, very high, right? Like Mojo was the first champion with he doesn't call it that, but it's essentially the ability that reduces the duration of buffs. And then like Andrew the Rough has taken Mojo into like high tier war and done incredible things. Like Mojo is a great champion. It's just that there's others that have like become better through the game being accelerated. And then same with Namor. Like often Namor is just going to be the best. He just is. For certain fights. I'm paying so little attention. Nerf Nico because she counter served. I mean, the thing with Nico, and this is like kind of it, is like if you're just playing the game, if you're not interested in like beating Serpent in Battlegrounds at a higher meta, she's just a part of the handful of amazing Mystic champions. It's because she does all of. It's like because she shuts down all four of them, the big cosmic attackers, defenders. Sorry, that's what makes her so ridiculous. In in my opinion. Oh, whoa, hey, that wasn't the plan, Kindred. Come on, dude. We're trying to put on a show here. Kindred didn't get the memo. That was going well until it wasn't. Also is Nico in the basic star? I don't know if she's in the basic. Um, she's pretty new, dude. She might. We can check that in a minute. Remind me after this match. Kindred never said. Oh, you look at that. Look at that guy, man. He's filled with bugs. Does that look like someone you can trust? If you met that guy on the street, would you be like, "Can you show me how to get to the nearest gas station? My car is broken down." What's up, Maddie? How you doing, man? I haven't streamed in a bit. My back's it's actually all right. It's not too bad, but I have a little trouble struggling. I'll get back in the swing of things. What's up, MCoC player unknown? How you doing, bud? Hey, what's up, Exterius? I trust Maddie. I trust Maddie too. I trust Maddie too. You were scrolling through Instagram and saw you had one followed. Yeah, I am not a good Instagrammer. I'm not a good Instagrammer. And I've actually like deleted it multiple times. I do like to throw stuff up there. But I've deleted it multiple times. Crazy Canuck, what's up, dude? What did you sneak into here? I didn't see that a while back. Ex-villain here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Didn't we just Oh, this is you? Hey, good luck. Looks like I don't wanna yeah, we were talking about the rhino. I intentionally didn't ban it because I was like, I respect the heck out of this rhino. I respect this so much. Uh I go back if anyways. I literally hope you win right now. Yeah. I wonder how Lumatrix handles like if his because the thing with Rhino's unstoppable is so long. It's so long. But thanks for being here, bud. This was fun to do this with you. Obviously, I have a much bigger account. So, dude, I much respect to you. Much respect. Zola, are we just yelling Zola? What's going on? Did Zola do something? Or are we just yelling Zola? Which I get. Don't get me wrong. I respect a good Zola yell. Okoye is just dumb in the most amazing way, though, right? Like, I am part of the player base. Dude, hey, X Villain, thanks for showing up, man. Like, that's just me having a stupid whale account. Like, you outplayed me, and I'm sorry. I don't know if that makes you feel any better or worse, but nice job, and thanks for showing up, buddy. I really appreciate it. I ain't winning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if Okoye wasn't a rank 4 there and just so OP as an attacker in the most beautiful, delightful way, um, that fight goes very differently. Thanks, Brave Accountant. Um, Curd, what's up, dude? I've been killing on YouTube lately. Yeah, that's unfortunately accurate. I think I think we would have all of us, everyone, every viewer, every new subscriber, everyone would be like, I would prefer if Vega didn't have all those videos to make the last month. Not that he has to go away. Like we're not taking him to the farm to retire with the other old dogs, but it would be great if he was just doing tier lists, some guides on some new content, and maybe like a champ review from time to time. Thanks, Kurt. Oh man, thanks. I appreciate being here, buddy. Uh, dude, a brave accountant, ex villain. I really mean it. I think Rhino is. I don't think Rhino's gonna be like. He's not the new serpent, but literally no one is, right? But I think Rhino is going to be a problem for us in battlegrounds, and it's going to make people be like, I either need to ban him or I need to have a counter with like grit or a slow or something like that. I think that's truly like what he's here to do. Like, this is one of those ones. Like, actually, I'm curious on this. And what was I supposed to do? Someone had asked me a question. And I was going to check in for him. I think it was Nico Minoru and the 6-star. I hate this. They've been aware of that for so long, and nothing changes. Let's see. Is she still in here? I might be having streamer blindness, but I don't think I see Nico in the 6-star featured. Although I saw Carolina, and I would think they'd be. No, I don't think Nico's there. Yeah, I don't see her. You guys let me know if I'm wrong. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So we've gotten a Rhino buff, we've gotten a Modoc buff, and a Super Scroll buff. Every single dude. It's like I swear I'm not drunk. I'm just haven't streamed in a bit, and my back's in a little bit of pain. Um, all of those buffs are defensive oriented. I do think Super Scroll has some offensive use though. I do. I actually really do. And I enjoyed listening. If you're not watching Grass, if you guys aren't already subscribed to Grass, let me know. Because you should be. And I watched Grass's new champion videos. They've been phenomenal. I'm really happy Grass is doing them. I love the formatting of them. Grass does happen to be in the Illuminati. And it was interesting. I don't remember if it was him or Trappy or Trap that was saying they felt like he was going to be a really good counter to, I believe it was MODOK. Yeah, this was Frankencastle. And so like I feel it feels like got to be really careful because I don't want to accuse. I can't know the mind state. I didn't see the internal documents. But it feels a bit like some of these buffs may have been to give upcoming champions something to do. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that. In the state of the current game, I don't know how good of an idea that was. And I'm curious on you all's thoughts. Do you all like that? Do you think that's cool? Do you think that's fun? Does it make you happy? Do you not really care one way or the other? I think it's your higher end battlegrounds players who may like it or they may really not. I think your other players are just going to be more like, oh, well, now I have more uses for my Shang-Chi or what have you. And I think that's a totally valid. Um, I'm going to get destroyed by that Yelena. That Yelena is going to have her way with me. She's going to make this very unfun. O's fan, dude, thank you. Gotta plug my champ. Can't be so, dude. Like you could not have come in at better, more timely. It was like you and I set that up. Like that's an example of kind of what I'm talking about. And as I continue to move through, because I know it might not seem like this. I understand that, and I appreciate those of you who have, in ways I can take seriously. Hold on, let me think about what I'm doing here. I just ranked up ZMO. I think I kind of have to draft him. Not sure it makes sense, but I'm doing it. I've never been concerned with logic when it comes to battlegrounds. Maddie, Nico is in the basic, I believe, for being a cool zombie. I don't think those are intended to be read together. Unfortunately, that's not the way the game is anymore. But okay, I want to read this because I see Sammy's writing too. So I want to read those instead of just reading them when I shouldn't. Gotta bring in Shocker, man. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I asked like a big open-ended question that I'm highly interested in, and then I immediately start playing Battlegrounds. Smart move. Smart move. And Ozfan, if I forget, man, it's in huge yellow block, so I shouldn't forget. But if I somehow forget, do not hesitate to remind me that to put your name up there, buddy. I really appreciate the support. I just honestly want to see this. I should pick Jean Grey, but I want to see Havoc. I got to remember how to play Havoc though. Oh shoot, where's Readless? I got to go watch my own Havoc video. I can't remember how to do what I'm hoping to do. What are we doing here? No, Nick Fury. Although they're probably gonna use their gene, and I was hoping they would place their gene. Damn it. Okay, this is fine. You can tell I haven't played Battlegrounds in a long time. Yeah, I know, as fan. I know. But I like, you know me, dude. I like people to get their credit. I think that's important. I think that sort of thing is important in life. What? The special lock is going to ruin some people's day, man. This matchup I think could go a lot faster. I butchered it early. And then this fun little dance we're doing. Does he have a special lock on him and I just can't see it? Is it like is this one of those nodes that like mirrors the behavior? Hicks. If I forget that, remind me, dude. Dude, is this like an all or nothing node? What the hell is going on? Uh, I mean, whatever. I don't even remember what the matchup was on the other side. Ah, good play to them. Will Bitter still remain in the Illuminati now that he's no Bitter left? Bitter has been not in the Illuminati for a very, very long time. It's weird. There's so many ex Illuminati who now work for Kabam. Like, it is a really large number of people. Oh, Jesus, I am drunk. I'm not actually drunk. I just I'm playing like I am. Obviously, I wanted to use Gown on attack, not on. Yeah, I've probably thrown them from a loop. Like, what is this guy doing? Let's see here. Is there any way to salvage this? Uh, let's see. Let's see here. This probably could be done well. Okay. Damn. You guys know how much I love walk up lights. Cool, 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 cool. What? Did he still have his auto block up? He must have, right? I gotta. Yeah, he still had his auto block up. I don't want to go back and rewatch it if it was obvious that he did. He must have. What's up, Answer Man? Thanks for being here, bud. Okay, I'll remember those topics after this round. Bastion vs. Guardian can handle the same kind of fights. No. Okay, we'll get to that too. We have 3 questions when we get back. Let's see. I place first, and dude, Havoc. I think Reedlos would be so proud of me right now. I don't know how that interacts at all on the Elena versus Havoc side. After getting that initial light tap from at the start of the fight from Red Skull, I'm not tempted to do that here. I'm intentionally taking this fight really relaxed. What did I not account for? Jeff, what did I do wrong? Maybe I went too relaxed. Did I have the weakness on me? That's the second fight in a row, or the second, yeah, in this one where something happened that I was surprised by. Yeah, I was pretty sure Yelena places some bleeds, right? I think she's got some sort of like crit bleed or something like that. And so Havoc, spec into inequity was probably going to cause some problems there. Weaknesses online, it's difficult to time. Thanks, Maddie. Appreciate it. All right. So what was I saying? Oh, we are talking about the defenders, and I feel like the recent buffs, and if you guys like it. And Sammy, I know Sammy's been covering this. Actually, Sammy has a great MODOK video. If you haven't seen it, I really enjoyed that, Sammy. If Sammy's still here, he might not be here. I said that as well, MODOK and High Evo, but if they didn't exist, who would you use Frankencastle for? I mean, so if we had time, like if we were doing like one of the podcast streams, like we had Maddie on and everyone, I would say that like I think this is one of those things that slices both ways. And I'm allowed to say what I said in the CCP server for years now. I have told Kabam, one of like my major critiques, let's say, was this and this feels fun. Like, or this is going too far and it's now starting to feel coercive to a player like me. I think you should avoid this. And like an example of this felt fun is I currently like the relationship between Tech and Mutant. I can't stand the relationship between Cosmic and Mystic. Cosmic and Mystic feel coercive to me. It's why I have like a love hate with Nico. Is I'm like Serpent came, just ruined like this is how it feels to me. Serpent came, ruined everything. Like I think the Destroyer is a great BS champ. BS standing for yes, bullshit, but also before Serpent. And they came out in the same exact month. Like, if not for Serpent, well, I don't know, because they continued on like Dark Phoenix and all these champions. But like Destroyer was a good champ. I liked Destroyer. But then like Serpent comes in and it was too much. Like if you've watched my channel for a long time, you've heard me say that like I get that design space needs to be created, but does it need to be all the design space in one champion? I love Red Skull. Like I probably hit into his auto block there. And I love that that's like something you got to kind of watch out for. You can take him with a non cosmic champion, armor break, and all that stuff, right? But if you're not using the ideal counter, it takes longer. It's a little bit harder, more likely to mess up, but it can be done. And so the relationship between Mutant and Tech has felt that way to me. Where like the techs get something to do, right? Like if you don't want to deal with Jean Grey's reverse controls, you don't have to. And I've actually gotten decent at fighting her without a reverse control immune champion. But when she first came out, I was like, dude, I need my Jack. I need my Iron Hearts. I gotta have it. And so like I've enjoyed that, but then Serpent comes and just like, and then you've got like Spiral and all these champions who are good, don't get me wrong, but like we all know what they're there to do. They're there to try to destroy and make Serpent easy. And I don't like that. It feels coercive to me. It feels like, you want to beat Serpent? Then buy this champion now. And I'm like, no, that's not fun. I want to be having fun and then get hyped because I'm wearing a Moon Knight inspired shirt and now Mr. Knight's in the game. So I'm going to spend my units or my dollars to get Mr. Knight. That's what I want to play. I don't know. I asked you guys what you think and then I talked for 5 minutes. That's cool. Can you tell I'm a parent? uh, how was your day today? Let me tell you about mine. Um, so you're so you're saying buffing champs in a way that they will be useful for future defenders content. So for me, if you're still here, Brave Account, it's I want everything to be in like smaller doses. Like I feel like Kabam has grossly accelerated the quote unquote natural power creep of this game significantly in the last 2 years. Like the last 2 years of power creep, meaning like how good and how powerful the champions are, and also have made the older champions less and less relevant. I think Kabam probably could have done over like 5 to 6 years, but they for some reason chose to do it over like two. And I that's insanely frustrating. Um Unfortunately, it's not the way the game is anymore, but I'd love the attitude to be centered around those sorts of things. Yeah, I'm going way back, so I know comments might not make quite as much sense, but we were doing battlegrounds, man. We took that serious. Um, I mean, Maddie's basically explained it. Maddie's been talking about this on his channel for a year, so it's not a surprise there. I think I said hello to Answer Man. What's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. Hicks, I said to answer your question. Bang, now that I'm back and making vids, what content should I make? Because I feel like the state of the game is interesting. So here's one of the things that's really hard, I think, is I remember going through a stage where people sorry, my camera's like really bothering me. Where my channel was growing and people would say like, "Hey, this upsetting thing's happened in the game or this thing's happened, and why aren't you covering it?" And I'd always initially, I'll admit, initially when that first started happening, I'd be like, "Does anyone care what I think?" Like, I mean, I have thoughts, lots of them, but like, does anyone care? And then I kind of started putting those out, Hicks. And what I found was, yes, some people had cared, but I do think part of it was because I had already started building an audience like from other videos. So I think that was built in a little bit. However, and I almost I am gonna say it, but I hesitated to, is if you look at this recent video from Volatility, okay, I don't know why how I got my eyes on it. I think the algorithm maybe suggested it to me and I watched it, and I made sure I watched it. It's like 35 minutes long, I think, and I made sure I watched it to the end because, like, literally, and if you see the comment from me, I stopped at various points in the video, and I'm like, I have to make a comment here. Oh my god, this is amazing, and I made it all the way to the end, and I was like, I'm sharing this out immediately, and I shared it out on my channel. Uh, I'd like to think the algorithm would have taken it and done great things with it, anyways. And Legacy eventually shared it out too later in the day. I saw that her video is so good. It is so good. It is so succinct. It is funny. It is well edited. She must have spent a ton of time editing it, maybe even scripting, I would think. That despite not having a larger platform by our game standards, I think people were drawn into it. And so I I think if you want to talk about the state of the game, it's going to be hours and hours and hours and hours of work to make a video like that. My advice would be to figure out what you're enjoying about the game and then make videos on that. And there are a lot of people playing the game. Even though in the current state of it and a lot of people being upset and these various things, there's still a lot of people playing. And so if you make something that you enjoy, I think there's gonna be a segment of the player base that will also enjoy that and love seeing it covered. And so I would do that. I would stick to those sorts of things. And then as that kinda comes in, I think you can make videos on, like, the state of the game or this or that, you know? Like, something I've been doing more, like, the last couple of months, I'm covering the events. You know, like I was like, "Oh, I know there's an event coming today. If it's good, I'm gonna make a video on it, tell people, okay, here's how you do it, here's the way to go about it, here's the rewards. Go forth, have fun." If my back hadn't been hurt, I would have put out my incursions guide, the day it came out, but I had hurt my back, you know? So I try to find those sorts of things would be is my advice. Snoops, what's up, dude? Okay, gotta do this quickly. As a non Dark Phoenix owner, I can tell. I didn't take Dark Phoenix. I have Human Torch, but I promise not to rank him or anything until He's in the basic, or Kabam lets us know how the rest of the player base can get him. I think after Cyber Weekend, I already feel it. Even with all my rank fours, I have felt it, not having these champions. And I can tell after Cyber Weekend, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be really wild. How to hurt my back? I just have like it's a really old old sports injuries. I hurt my shoulders a lot, um, and so they get hurt really easily. But unfortunately, there's no like cool story. Um, People want to have fun and want fun content. So Stanley's totally right. Like in fact, one of the biggest complaints I've gotten, and they're not, I don't want to say complaints because I've gotten critiques. Let's call it critiques, because I think that's more accurate. One of the biggest critiques I've gotten the last like 2-3 months is they're like, "Oh, your channel's turned negative." It's turned. I was like, I mean, I get what I understand where they're coming from, but I was never positive for the sake of being positive. I was genuinely sharing my experience and like what I thought objectively. Now, I was wrong about a lot of stuff, and I've admitted it. Um, but what has come out of that, there's quite a few things for me to learn from. It was, one is like, here's how I'm coming across to some people. Is that worthy of me taking into consideration as I move forward with my channel? Like, what, I don't have to put out a video every day, right? But the other side of that was, there's a lot of people really enjoying the game who just want to have fun. Like they clearly are just like, I don't care about X, Y, or Z. And it can become difficult to watch your channel when you're covering X, Y, and Z. And so I completely agree with Sammy. I think there are a lot of people, a ton of people, who are like, dude, I just want to see champ reviews. Like, make a joke every once in a while, but like, stream, have fun, entertain me. Like, there's enough negativity in the world. I don't want that into my video game. And hey, I respect that, you know? Yeah, and Hicks, I thank you, buddy. That's very kind of you to say. And I'm not trying to discourage you from putting out your thought. If you have thoughts in the game, put them out, man. Like, go for it. I just know from doing this for years, it's kind of like what I'm saying with my Vega Prime account is I want to play it. It is fun. However, it's a lot less fun when I put out, I'm like, oh, dude, this is a massive opening. Oh, I forgot about, yeah. Remember, Jean's really different when her shield is down. It is really different to do that when I put out like big, massive opening, huge day for Vega Prime, and it gets like 30% of the views as if I had done it for Vega 583. But I also get it. Shoot, I should have waited for the weakness to fall off. Oh, maybe not. Um, but I get it. People have learned, or not learned, but they've come to enjoy watching the Vega 583 account. So they're like, oh, some free to play account that you're level 50. Like, why do I care about this? Why would I click on this? And so I know how like that could be as a YouTuber, because you've probably spent hours making that video, right? And you're like, I had a series of videos I could have made today, or a series of way I could have spent those hours. And it's a downer when that happens. It's a downer, right? So so my advice is kind of in that regard of trying to help you use your own time well in a way you feel good about. And there's always that advice. I always hated this advice when people just like, just make the video you like, bro. And I'd be like, I mean, that's true. That is true. But I think the true like thing to learn from that is, shoot, do I go for it all here? Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I'm about to lose. Is I do think I think the truth to that is, you're probably more likely to be good at making the video that you actually would want to see. And you're going to have more fun making it. And if you like it, there's other people that probably like it too. So I think that's actually great advice. But it's like how I say, like, rank up the champion you enjoy, not just because like I'm being like, yeah, it's fun, which is part of it, but it's also, you're probably going to know how to use them a lot better And so you're going to get better results with them than if you ranked up a champion that I have more highly rated on my tier list, but you don't know how to use or you don't like them. Oh man, that was on me. I can't even blame the AI or the Kabam for that. Can't blame them for that one either. This is all on me. I might as well just put the phone down. You'll blame Kabam. You'll blame Kabam for me. Thank you. I'd like for Kabam to be blamed. No, but that was honestly totally on me. Serpent is necessary for the game. Rudra. Wow, that is the worst way to ever say hello to somebody. Do you just walk around in real life, yeah, just kicking people in the balls, man, instead of saying hello? Like they go like, "Hey, what's up?" And you're just like, "Yeah, what's up? Thanks for being here, man." Oh, I won. All right. Oh, did someone take off? Hey, how's it going, man? Great to see you. Hit in the balls. Hey. Can you explain it if you're still here, or was that like I'm gonna drop this and leave? Oh, you're laughing. All right. What's up, man? Uh, thanks for giving me a chance to laugh, dude. I appreciate that. I agree with Pie Guy. What's up, Red Hat? Where's Pie Guy? Where's Pie Guy? Hey, problem with the game right now is there's no long-term goal. Nothing to look forward to, nothing toward to build towards. It's just FOMO events and the hope that the fun content comes next month. Yeah, I agree. I I very much agree. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not coming across as like, yeah, I told you. I'm not. I'm not doing yeah, I told you. I'm doing yeah, I've been trying to tell them this for forever. Um, my assumption, like this is where it's so hard, is like sometimes you'll hear the like, oh, we need to keep the lights on, or we need to innovate, or the game's 10 years old. You guys got to understand. And it's like, if that's accurate, why do you continue to not listen to your players? Like, why are you so sure that your CCP is wrong and that the people watching their videos are wrong? Like, if Cabana was out there being like, hey guys, we're making so much money, don't even worry about it. Your cost to Summoners Fest is free. We're paying for people to fly up here. I'd be like, okay, I'm wrong. I have no idea what makes for a fun game, and I understand why they are completely ignoring my feedback. The problem is that that's not what they're doing. They're giving us browser games and then saying we need to try to innovate. You guys need to understand this is 10 years old. We're playing a game with an AI that's been this bad for like, I don't know, 4 years, right? If that wasn't happening, if those things didn't exist, I'd be like, oh, I mean, I'm just a YouTuber. Like Kabam's making money hand over fist. Their game is a joy to play every day. I need to shut the heck up. I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's where this is like. That's what's so frustrating about it. You know, and uh, hold on. Now I want to see if he can destroy my Zolo with his Thanos, because I actually found that matchup to be a little awkward. I think I fumbled it early, and so that's what made it so bad. But I'm still curious about it. But that's what's so frustrating about it with Kabam is, and I understand. I know KT1 says the same thing. In an interesting way, KT1 and I often agree. At the end, we often agree at the end result of a lot of stuff. Is like one of the main reasons this is so frustrating for someone like myself is I've built this channel based on the game. Like, it's with you all, but honestly, like, seriously, if I started a new channel tomorrow, or if I started covering another game tomorrow, how many people actually come with me, right? Like, eh, and so when you see a company just constantly making their players unhappy and your channel is based on those people enjoying the game, like, eventually you become dissatisfied, right? Uh, Super off topic. I'm curious. How are you feeling about Upside right now? Love it, dude. I never promised to stick around forever. Oh, Snoops. Yeah, you're right. I thanks for being aware of that. Is I I don't see a world. One, I love Upside. For those who don't know, Snoops is in Upside. It's my alliance. It's the name of it. Um, uh, I went there after years of like flirting with going back to tier one, going back, breaks, getting frustrated, whatever. And I was like, I just can't. Like, I need to stop for like my own sanity. Oh, did I not bring someone who could do this fight? Um, well, that was dumb of me. I'm so not paying attention. Um, and so yeah, I'm enjoying the heck out of Upside, mainly because we're filled with people who take care of their own business. You know, like we've got some leaders. We've got myself and then 5 other officers. But you guys all take care of business. I mean, that's what the alliance was set up to do. That was the experiment. Was, can an alliance be successful and do well, putting life above the game? Um, with just people who like just enjoy the game and happen to be pretty good at it, you know? And I think it's a yes. I didn't think that Perry was going to land. The waiting out the two things is why this is going to go as poorly as it is. That was interesting. That was interesting. That could go faster. Yeah, that could go faster. That was cool. What else are we talking about? Oh yeah. So with Upside Man, as long as I don't know. I never say never, and I try not to make like any hard and fast rules. But with the way it's going, with the officers we have, with the players like yourself in there, I think we're having a blast. Like I love checking in on for those who don't know, like I have a whole Discord server now. I have taken it public, but Upside, the real original reason for even having the server was like one of it was to have Upside be like housed in that server. And so there's like this little private alliance server inside of a bigger server. I love going in there and just checking out, seeing what you guys are writing, like writing stuff when I can too. It's really fun. Like I think there's something about it too. Like it is a bit of, it has been a bit of an experience, but experimenting with the idea, because I've said this for a long time, is play the game with people who are playing the way you want to play. It's gonna be so much less stressful that way. And that's been the case for me. Like I went camping. I had like no true, I mean, I had like I had cell service like, I don't know, intermittently for like 48 hours. And it was totally fine. Like the alliance didn't miss a beat at all. We still cleared our war map. We're in tier 2 somehow now. We're in platinum 3, platinum 4. And like that just felt great, dude. Like that felt great for me to be like, I'm going camping with my wife and one of my kids. I'm just gonna totally like focus on them. I don't need to worry about any of the rest of this, you know? Like that just felt so good. And to have us still just like be having a good time. So yeah, man. How about you? Or it's like you're like, that's a shame because I hate it there. I don't think I focused up enough here. This stupid special lock, man. When you guys do this, I think that's my biggest but if you try to rush stuff, you know, it's like anything else in life. If you try to rush, it's probably gonna go poorly. So I think it's gonna be a bit of like if you've got a good matchup, cool. If you don't, just keep it chill. Yeah. See, I should have listened to myself. Why didn't I listen to my own advice? I actually had a really good fight going there for a while, and then I messed it up. How long was the wait list? Hey, what's up, Elisha? Dude, you cracked me up with your idea today. And I was being serious. It literally did occur to me, like as he was saying it, I was like, you know what? I wonder if I should do that. And I was like, wait, no, I'm the last person in the world to show up at Kabam headquarters and make someone else feel more comfortable there. Right? Like, can you imagine? Oh, it's all good. I'm with Vega. You guys like him, right? Let's see. The wait list is oh man, easy. What's up, dude? Let me check the wait list here. Um uh, let's see. I just typed it up. I just put all this information in because we have a wait list channel for everyone, so they just know what's going on. Right now the wait list is technically 7 people. We do have a minimum, right? And the minimum is set from the amount of rank 4s that a free-to-play player could reasonably have. I do not want anyone spending any money to either get in this alliance or to stay in this alliance. That is not what we're about. We have large whales who have large disposable incomes. They enjoy spending. More power to them. I'm so grateful and happy to have them here. But in no way do I ever want anyone spending even like a dime to get into this alliance. So that is not part of what it is. We are active, we are communicative, we know how to handle our business. We're pretty good players, but we also have fun. Like it's not unusual for once or twice a war someone to be like, "Dude, I'm sorry, I had a bunch of deaths on this node. I was trying something out," and we're like, "The game's meant to be fun. I'm glad you tried something. Did you learn something? Let us know." So yeah, that's what the alliance is about. If you're interested in joining it, you can just join the Discord server. And if you're serious, please don't just tag me for random reasons. But if you're serious, you can tag me, and I can add you to the wait list. The one thing I will say is I do reserve the right to allow if it's a long-term friend of mine, and they will be a consistent member of the alliance. I do reserve the right to let them skip the wait list. I know that sucks, and I am sorry. I hope you guys will indulge me. And part of why I created this was for my own leaving tier 1. This is what I wanted to do. And I've known a variety of players over the years who would have loved to be able to like, I want to leave tier 1, but I don't want to retire from the game. I don't want to go to retirement alliance where like half the people don't even log in, whatever. I just don't want to be in tier 1 anymore. And so I'd like to be able to offer that to them, but only if they intend to stay. Like I have had friends the last couple of seasons be like, "Hey, do you have a spot? I'm taking like a 1-month break because I'm going on a trip." Like very fair ask. I totally get why they did it. And I've told them like, "Hey, sorry, you know what? Like, we have a wait list, and we're really about people who want to stay long term, and that's they're done with tier one, or they want to move up. People who want to move up. That's fine. Check the chat here for a little bit, and then get back to it. Vega, from your channel as a place I can sit down and hear actual opinions that aren't buttered down by someone with NDA. You're great to talk. Thanks, Hicks. I appreciate it. And Hicks, I really appreciate how you handled. I know, and I'll address it. I hope you don't mind. You wrote it in the server, so I assume you don't mind it being said publicly. I did remove Hicks from the server, not for doing anything wrong. We did literally nothing wrong, but it had been a rule that you needed to be a channel member for a while, and I appreciate you understanding that and knowing that that was just about me respecting the true investment that people had made in my channel. And I'm glad you're back, man. Like, honestly, you're part of the thing that made me be like, I'm just gonna take this public. Let's get people back in. People want to talk about the game, who want to be positive and negative, who want to critique. Actually, my favorite people are the people that can do both. Like, no one's all good, no one's all bad. No one's all good, no one's all bad. Nothing's all good, nothing's all bad, right? And so, to be able to have, like, a nuanced conversation, talking about the good things of this game and the bad things. Like, I'm literally having fun right now. I'm having fun right now in a game that if you watch my videos, you're like, "He's not having a good time." Because this is actually fun. Like, this is actually fun. Um, Elijah, I think I answered your question, but let me know if I didn't. I'm a BG1 member I'm well aware of and have felt issues we've been having. Wait, hold on. I'm a BG1 member. Oh, yeah, BG1 hasn't cleared twice this year. I'm glad to hear you're having a good time. But behind the leadership curtain, do you feel the issues have been addressed? I think so. I think so. I think one of the problems, Snoops, is I'm trying to figure out how to say this, is like one of the taglines, if there's a tagline for the Alliance, it's life over game, right? And so, like, I go camping for 48 hours. Now, I found a way to get my fights in. It just happened to be the days I traveled, and I took them very early. And I only typically take like 4 fights because I take hazard shift and to get a team together, because we're facing maps where people are clearly trying to path split now. It's not unusual, and so to get a team that can take all 4 fights has been actually semi difficult for me. But I was able to get it in, right? But if war had been like 24 hours earlier, I might not have been available. And so if one other player has life happen to them that weekend, what do we do? And so if there's a situation where people just aren't logging in and playing, or they're not doing their fair share, that will be addressed. If it's a scenario where we have 2 members, one has like a camping trip or a flight and they've told everyone, and then the other one just has like life happen and there's nothing we can do about it. The last thing I want to do is come down on the guy who's like, dude, my car broke down, something happened. And it's like, shit, man, you know what? Your car breaks down or something serious happens in your family. I don't know if I really want your first thought to be like, I got to tell Vega and the rest of Upside. So I think it's been addressed, but I can't guarantee it won't happen again. And I think this is just kind of part of having an alliance like this. Um, and for me, the downside of us not clearing once or twice, I don't want that to happen regularly. But if it allows me to like lead my life and do all these things, I'm okay with it. But I also respect that everyone else might not be. And then the last thing on it, because I know this is like pretty much just me and Snoops talking, is I think as we head to the holidays, this may happen more. Yeah, because people are just busier. They're doing things. They're traveling. Work schedules are getting busier, right? So we'll have to just kind of figure that out as it goes. Happy to talk about it more too. So I see you wrote a few more. It's been great. I feel like that some of us are on different pages about the level of commitment to the game, which has been causing some friction. I think that we're finding our groove though. Snoops, maybe you and I should DM, because things might be a little more frictionful, is that a word, than I realize. And that's totally fine. I'm glad people should bring it up. I wish Bacon is more like Upside. You do not like asking people to do their part. To be fair, they are getting better. Bacon, bacon, bacon. I assume that's your alliance. And I said hello. What's up, old man? Thanks for being here, bud. I definitely have grown my alliance. I'm not trying to do tier 1 war. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what we are. We don't plan at all. Everyone's got to. This is where some people, I actually know people who are like, hey, I'd rather do tier 1 war, because I can't figure out my own fights, or I don't want to take the time to do it. So I like that I can do tier 1 war and someone tells me what my fights are, which champions to bring, which synergies, which boosts. Shoot, they'll even tell me the strategy. I don't even need to figure any of that out. And so in a way, hey, is this him? Is this the man himself? Is this Maddie? I think this is. I think this is. Oh, I'm about to kick some ass. I'm gonna lock in, focus up. This boy deserves a nice punch in the mouth. And I am just the guy to give it to him. And getting rid of all his favorite champions, too. I'm ruthless, Maddie. I am ruthless. I'm gonna actually look at this roster. This is not a bad little roster, man. Not a bad little roster. Shame I'm gonna have to kick the crap out of it. That sucks if it isn't Maddie, and it's just some nice kid named Matt. He's like, "What did I do to you, sir?" What made old man Vega get so mean? Oh, man. It might be. All right, good. What's up, Maddie? All right. All right. Arcade, what's up, dude? I'll read your messages in a minute. I can't let Maddie be the one to break my winning streak here. I gotta destroy this kid from across the pond. Come on now. What's up, Michael? How you doing, dude? Thanks for being here. Arcade, if I forget your question, please repeat it again, okay? It's not spam. I just want to focus. I want to lock in. I really want to try this. Yeah. I can't pick on a guy with a 5-star Sig 102 Okoye. I can do it. It's Maddie. Crazy Canuck. Do I think you beat the minimum? Yeah, I think you might, man. Hey, have you seen that Vega Prime's been a little bit more active? All right. If tomorrow's video goes well, Canuck, I'm going to try to get Prime to, I think it's Paragon, before the month's over, and then do the shoot, what am I doing? I'm doing something. And then try to do the symbiote incursions with him. Because he obviously can, right? It doesn't affect the symbiote's the symbiote regardless. And so I want to try to get that done with him, but get the better rewards. Because right now I wouldn't even get the 7-star selector. So I'd love to be able to get that 7-star selector if I could. Am I streaming Prime? We'll find out tomorrow. I want to see how well the video does. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's got so many hits. Oh, wow. No, not the little monkey. No. Oh, Maddie. Look what you made me do to my little monkey, man. This was going fine. I can't remember how to get the debuffs off with Hit Monkey. Fighting Thanos is so much fun. Who did I pick out of the encouragement selector? Namor. I already have I already have all the other champions, and my favorite one out of all of them is actually Hulkbuster. But like I don't really need the dupe on that. I think Maddie's about to win. I don't really need the dupe on him. And I do like Namor. I'm more interested in Namor with SB3 skip. Like that's a champion. Don't be shocked if you see me invest in him. I don't have a Mutant Awakening gem though. But if I did, I would be semi tempted to actually utilize it. Yeah. Oh, Soups is fine, dude. We're all over the place today, anyways. But no, this is kind of like a test stream for me today. For reals. I haven't streamed in quite a while. My back, it's actually holding up not bad. I'm pretty happy at the moment. I was a little surprised. But yeah, this was like a testing stream. I mean, if I beat Maddie, it's because I locked in. If I don't beat Maddie, it's because I wasn't paying attention. And and so yeah, that's what this was about, man. This wasn't like some serious stream. Thanks for showing up, man. This was fun. All right. All right. I need to know. Did you get the symbiote, dude? We could talk about that because I see people still having a lot of trouble. And I'm not trying to say that like I use the word easy because if you don't on oh man, what is going oh my shield is down. I'm like trying to gift this to Maddie now. This is bad. Where's my SP3 skip? Unbelievable. This isn't even I can't even blame this on the phone. This is just me playing terribly. We'll get to these questions in a minute. I gotta finish being bad. Will you stop being unstoppable, sir? Thank you. Um, I'm telling you guys, Havoc might be my next R4. Like what's happening? This is the second time where he's the MCoC cockroach, dude. He just survives. Like he just survives. He's never the best. Well, very rarely. But overall, he's just so good. I was hoping you'd stick with it. Um, that was so fast. He knows something. That was too fast. That was way too fast. He's up to something. He's up to something. He's a tricksy little fella. He's a lot like Gollum. He's a lot like Gollum. Very tricksy. Or a hobbit. Either way. All right. Oh my god. I did it again. Let that be a lesson to everyone. Do not do that when the weakness is up. I've done it twice now, so you guys can all learn. Oh my god. All right, if he wins this somehow, we know he's tricksy. All right, let's get back to the chat. Good match, Maddie. Obviously, I have a massive deck advantage. Um, Vega, I would appreciate some advice on this. In your experience, what's a good YouTube video length for discussion style videos? I mean, here's the thing, man, is hey, Maddie, if you're listening, dude, obviously I had a massive deck advantage. Good matchup, man. You really, honestly, if we had similar decks, you would have destroyed me. Um, I'm long-winded, right? Like that just is. And for a period of time, I tried making stuff shorter. And it was helpful from the standpoint of like when I go back and edit to be like, did this help? Was this portion helpful? And sometimes it wasn't. Like I was just like, no, that's not helpful. Like maybe in a live stream or something or a podcast it fits, but like for this, like it didn't really add anything at all. It didn't further the case, it didn't set it up, it wasn't funnier or whatever. It just was a different way of saying the same thing. And so I've started trying to edit those out, but I'll still somehow have like a 45-minute video. What I've found is that like 8 to 12, 8 to 14 doesn't seem to scare people. And that goes for like a discussion or a showcase or anything like that. You'll see, like, I think it's helpful too in our community, our MCoC, the term ultimate added to the really, really long showcases. So yeah, I hope that's helpful, buddy. I think a little bit's like what our community's gotten used to. I'm doing more and more like 3 to 5 minute videos on like a quick guide on how to do an event or something like that. And those have actually been doing really, really well. People seem to appreciate like you got the information out fast. Thank you. And it was helpful. It was thorough enough. But that's not a discussion video. Uh, I said hello to Michael. I remember saying it. What's up, bud? Um, so don't be shy to join raid. I don't think the Prime account can hang in raid. I have one 7-star rank 2. And honestly, dude, I hate raids. Like I know that sucks to be the alliance leader, and if I start playing more, I won't be too bad of a member. Please kick me if I am. I've realized I don't like raids. I liked purgatory in raids. I said this on my Discord. I can't stand it. I'm using Serpent and I hate myself. I feel like I have to go take a shower after playing Serpent. It's just like this is disgusting. I hate this. But I hate raids so much. It was like, what's worse? Doing raids with a champion and like having to read 80 million nodes or just playing Serpent. And I was like, I'll just play Serpent and then I'll take like a long hot shower and like scrape my skin off because it feels so disgusting. But aside from that, I love it. Ouch, the cap. I already had Cap Infinity War, Ocean. That's why I didn't select him. I've already got him, man. I already got him. All right. What's up, Brian? Thanks for being here, but haven't been able to join. If you, I haven't streamed in a bit, man. I've been really busy with work. Came back from vacation. Caban's been keeping me busy with my thought pieces of late, and my back's been hurt too. But thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Bastion, we're taking up as a 7-star in a weekend. To what rank? Is he a good defender? No, he's not a good defender. I mean, if people haven't fought him, like if I fight a Bastion, here, I'm going to actually reset my phone. I'm not going anywhere, just resetting. If I fight him today and I can't remember his animations, he's going to look okay, but no, he's not a defender. If you're taking Bastion up to like a meaningful rank for your account, right? Like, for me, that'd be like definitely rank 4 and even still rank 3. I don't know. I like him awakened. I found like he's really great in war, in battlegrounds. Like that's the health pool where he just really shines. Not that he can't do longer, he can. But I found that awakened ability really just helps him get those fights done, that loop done. which is a big deal. You'll press on, Maddie. I'm sure you will. You will persevere. You're a tough young man. Your guide videos really blow up every time. Yeah, it's been interesting. Like, kind of, I was wondering how that would go. I assume you're talking to me. I think you are. I'm gonna assume you are. They have, and that's one of the reasons why I keep doing them. I have had multiple people say, like, when I've done some sort of guide, like I did like a Mutant Karina's run, and it was so after the fact, like so many people had done guides, so like I did it very late. And I had enough people be like, hey, this was really helpful. Like you're very good at explaining these things. And they mean it in a good way. I understand what they're saying. They're like, let me try to figure out how I want to say what they're saying in a way that I feel comfortable saying. They're essentially saying, or this is what I took from it, is a lot of the guides on those sorts of things are done by some of the most skilled players in the world. And so, although the guides are very good and informative, they can maybe struggle to understand what the content will be like for a player who's not the best player in the world. And you, Vega, are not the best player in the world. Therefore, you explaining it thoroughly was more helpful to us. And I was like, cool, that's actually what I'm trying to do. So that's great. Um, so yeah, so I've been trying to do those things a bit more. I've also found that like when I do a champ showcase, they don't tend to do as well as my other videos. They just don't. People seem to like them. The people who watch them seem to like them, but like the click through rates and things like that, they don't tend to do it as well as my other stuff. So, um, got to give the people what they want. Uh, I am Mighty J. Hey, what's up, Mighty J? Yeah, thanks for being here, dude. Didn't expect to read it back and read it. Go. Thanks, Arcade. I appreciate it. Also, the reason I asked is because I ended up making a 90s. Yeah, that's okay. So the thing is this is my experience with it, okay, man? Because I watch YouTube for MCoC. I almost only watch MCoC, and when football's on, NFL, I watch fantasy football stuff. Um, I realize only Americans call it football. Um, oh, dude, I can't. I respect that destroyer rank up too much. Carolina, I don't though. She's been avoiding my account, so she's bad and does not deserve to be here. Um, I think 90 minutes even gives me pause, and I tend to like the longer form, people talking, uh, people ranking stuff. I enjoy those more. So maybe break them up, like this last video from Volatility. She she actually had like 3 videos in mind, if I understood her correctly, and so this first one was still like 30 some odd minutes. So she had a lot to talk about. So maybe consider breaking them up as an idea. Um, and yeah, dude, I try to go back and read and stuff, even when the chat's like super crazy. I do my best. So I do try. We got raids compensation for what? What now? Something during the stream. Does the maker need his awakening? I don't know. Hits is saying no. Channel named Jaeger. He was in the Illuminati. Really, really smart player. Did some great stuff on Maker, and then oh shoot, it's my turn. I apologize to whoever I'm playing. I did actually that was not intentional. Grass has put out a phenomenal Maker video as well recently. And I'm sure they touched on whether the awakened ability was needed or not. I honestly don't remember. I don't like playing the Maker. I tested him on CCP. I did not enjoy it. I was like, this champion's good, but I don't enjoy this. I am not having fun with this. Someone said the M word, activating M word. What's the M word? What's the M word? I don't know. What did I do? Maker. Oh, maker? Is that the M word? Maker. Um, let's see here. Huh. Okay. Yeah, arcade. I mean, that's always tough, man. Like if I was giving the advice to Hicks earlier, it's tough because at the same time, like if you want to do longer form videos, so I will say that as I get my ass kicked by Elena here, is as someone who it's funny, I'm trying to like remember what she does. Apparently I can't talk and play Koya at the same time. Yeah. Oh wow. What am I doing, dude? Oh my god. I reset my phone, right? That's just all me. What was I saying? Oh, as someone who I have reset what my channel was about, um, I think at least 3 to 4 times. And I mean, like, very clear, like, what is this channel covering? Like, if you could describe the types of videos this guy does, in a few words, it was very like, it changed very much, and it was intentional, quite a few times. That's like a hard reset. It's not a hard, it's a soft reset on the channel because not everyone's going to stick with you. They might really have liked you or liked what you had to say or enjoyed that, but like, I did a lot of war videos for a long period of time and then I just stopped. And not everyone's going to come with you. So I guess my thoughts there are oh shoot, no. Is if you like doing that kind of video, do that and hopefully build traction with it. Because if that's what you really want to do, then maybe do that and there will be a group of people who will enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to if you kind of like start I know you're not like it's not like a bait and switch. I don't mean this in like a sinister way. But if like you start off one way and then kind of like just start doing something else, you may like lose viewers because of it. They might still really like you, but they're like, oh man, we're can you bring back those 10-minute videos, man? I can't do this 90-minute stuff. Is that I hope that makes sense. Um Fun, fun. I don't know why I was so scared of Nico's SP2 earlier. It made no sense. How is she still alive? What is this nonsense? Oh my god. I hate Nico Minoru. Mm. Thanks, Hex. See you then, man. Uh, what time is it? It's 3:53. Just got 7 raid revives. All right. Oh, that's right. I think when Nightmare Raids went live, I think it was they were down to like 3-minute timers or something like that. Yeah, she didn't die. I expected her to die. I like even started to put my phone down, and then she just started throwing SB1s, and the first one caught me. So what are you gonna do? Maybe we'll do one more. I know it's getting late. Yeah, we can do one more. Yeah, arcade. Like you'll notice like those ultimate showcases often are really long. Like really, really long. And I think that if your channel's got like if people build a following for those sorts of videos, they seem to do fine. Like I said, my champ showcases don't tend to perform as well. They do fine. Like I'm glad I do them and they're worth doing. Um, so I just have never really ventured into that sort of thing. I'm gonna claim some of this stuff. No, what's this? Um, oh, okay. I don't want to do all that right now. Okay, we got the daily super event. All right, let's play one more. However, discussion or talks out video needs to be nice and concise, or people drift off. Yeah, yeah. Oh wow, 700. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I think I remember this actually now. That when raids first went live, it was a little bit bugged, and the timer was only like 3 minutes or something like that. Okay, that's gotta go. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. Ooh, I'm gonna regret not banning that kingpin. That's fine. And we got Serpent and Thanos. A lot of skill champions. What do they got on the tech side? Not a ton. Okay. Oh, great to know. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Osman. That's a good call. Uh, Maddie, that's literally the fight I was doing last night and this morning was gentle, Serpent versus gentle. It's just, yeah, it is not my idea of a good time at all in any way, shape, or form. Did I mention I don't enjoy it? But aside from that, it's great. There was a point where I was like, oh, I'm doing no damage on gentle and I've got serpent. This is crazy. Serpent's like the most ridiculous thing ever. And then I was like, oh, I should read the notes to figure it out. And then I was like, why did I start reading these notes? We I know I'm not going to make it to the bottom of this, so I just stopped. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. Um, can I take a hot take? Can I make a hot take? Of course you may. The game was actually really fun, and while Serpent Deathless, sorry, Dark Phoenix suck, it's one bad step, not worth all the negativity. I think you're. I mean, so we got to go back a bit. I can't tell you you're wrong. Like, I would never try to tell you if someone's like, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I wouldn't be like, you're wrong. You actually hate it. Um, this is like, yeah, I think you're totally entitled to that opinion. And it's gonna be hard for me to articulate. I'm probably gonna lose this matchup anyway, so um, maybe it's worth talking about. Is hey Pete, what's up, bud? Great to see you. Thanks for being here. I think it's up to command to make other areas of the game lively. So when BGs frustrate people, they can step out for a bit. I do think you might be onto something right there. And that's what I was talking about. Like, I'm even redoing the tier lists because while the spreadsheet was insanely good, dude, those guys, like, I think the kids say cooked. Oh my God, it was so good. I honestly don't think the game like deserves the sheet, and I'm not being a jerk. I mean it like um because I think the world of of competitive players. Hold on. Oh shoot, I forgot about this idiot's immortality. This is such a great example. Like arcade. What's happening right now could not be more timely. Wait, why didn't my Nick heal all the way up? What's going on? Did I not die? Oh, cool. Okay, that was all screwed up. I was trying to talk. Is if you're not facing Serpent, then Serpent's not going to bother you, right? I mean, I think that's really obvious. But I think I think it almost needs to be stated. If you're not facing Dark Phoenix, if you're not facing Serpent, if you're not facing Bullseye, if you're not facing Enchantress, if you're not facing Zola, they can't bother you. They like can't hurt you, right? So if you're like, I don't play Battlegrounds anyway, or the Battlegrounds I'm playing, the person I'm fighting might have one or two of them. I just ban them. Then it's fine. And I again, we can't know their mental state, right? We cannot know their intention. But it felt like to me that when a lot of people boycotted earlier in the year, I was one of them, and Battlegrounds and the lack of like updates on it was one of the big reasons for it. And then they wrote that long post, right? And they're like, "Oh, fine, we're doing the da, da, da." I was like, they're gonna monetize the ish out of Battlegrounds, and they have. I mean, my God, have they? And it's in a way that feels very unfun to the people who are playing that. To the point where I'm like, I'm just not, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna do it enough to feel like I can get out of Battlegrounds tier lists. I'm gonna lean on MCoC Encyclopedia and Grass and Cantona and Nagase, and I'm forgetting someone, and I'm really sorry. T Jarvis, because those guys know a ton, and sometimes I mean, can't two of them are competing in the battle rumble. Okay, like they know their stuff, right? They know their battlegrounds. Hey, what's up, Flags? What's up, dude? I mean, talk about a guy who knows what he's talking about. Is um Legacy, did you need to bring people now, man? I'm about to get my ass kicked. What am I doing here, man? I think we're gonna make this a bit of a throw. Although Kingpin's gonna destroy whoever I have, right? Yeah, I think he is. I'm gonna put the phone down. So thanks for the lag rate, everybody. Thanks, Lags. Appreciate it, bud. Is I think if that's you, right? And you're facing these defenders literally every day. And I used to say this in CCP server quite a bit, and I think I said this in my own videos. I know I have. Is I'm like, for so many people, for so many super engaged players, and for those who are tuning in, I was asked this question. I'm not just talking about it again. Battlegrounds is literally the only novel thing they can log in and do every day. Otherwise, they're doing the same exact fight in war over and over and over, the same fights in daily quests. They've already done the content, so they're done with that. So they play Battlegrounds, and they just sit there and they fight Deathless Thanos and Betsy Braddock, and I can't think of her real name, Captain Britain, and Serpent over and over and over and over again. And the jump in the quote unquote like design space created is just horribly unfun for them because it feels more like a card game where you either pulled the right card and you can screw over your opponent or not. All the skills they've developed are not gone, right? Because if you watch like Legacy right now and you just came over, Legacy is a more skilled player than me. He's obviously earned that, and that's good. And he's going to do better than me, and that's one of the reasons. So I'm not saying there's no skill involved, but at some point, someone like Legacy, right, or one of these other players we talked about, is like, I just can't beat this because I either didn't buy the new attacker that solves the problem, or they didn't show up in my draft, and that is mind-blowingly frustrating. But I think to your point, Arcade, I think this is your point, if you're even still there, and you tell me if it's not your point, is for the people who aren't pushing Battlegrounds or who just aren't playing Battlegrounds and they don't play tier, well, I'm in tier 2. We would see these defenders in like tier 3 on our way in tier 4. But there you can plan for them. It's like, it's not as big of a deal. It doesn't bother them because, oh, shoot, I should have tried. Because they're not fighting them, right? So they're like, yeah, so I didn't buy the newest, I didn't buy Solvark. Okay, I'm fine. I don't need him to do X, Y, and Z. So I think you have a point there. The one thing I'll add on after all of that talking is I know people like myself are upset and are trying to convince Command to do something else for for significantly other reasons, for a large amount of other reasons that aren't just due to the defender cadence. Um, Kingpin's just going to destroy her, huh? Yeah, cool. Super frustrating. I would imagine lags. Like, yeah, I mean, even I mean, I'm not. I've given up on all even levels of competitive Valorants. Because I don't, I just don't. I think that's all I got to say. I don't. God, I don't. I'm gonna hope Penny can f up that Kingpin. I know that I believe Spider Woman can punish hit special. I am not someone who knows how to do that. I've never gotten that timing down. I feel like her like animation's too slow or something. Dude, this special lock has screwed me so many times this stream. Yeah, I lost all her stuff. Just gotta hope that Penny pulled it off for me. And then here's the special lock again. I'm curious how this went. Nice. He really likes Spider Ham. Um, Thoughts on Lizard? Is Lizard coming for sure? Is that I know that's been like kind of not leaked, leak's not the right word, but I feel like Kabam's been hinting at it pretty hard. Is that did they put that on Twitter today? What was I saying? Oh yeah, we talked about the stuff with Arcade. And so Arcade, like I think you're not wrong. I would never tell you you're wrong on that because it's just like what you're enjoying. There's just a lot of other issues too. Um, so yeah. They're confirmed they put a little teaser. Oh, nice, dude. Let's check that out. I think that's cool because people have been like wanting Lizard for forever. Either that or it's a very small amount of people and they're just very vocal, which could be the case. Um, I'm just making sure I pull it up so that everyone doesn't have to watch my Twitter feed. All right, let's pull this up, dude. Mm. I'm gonna mute it just on the off shot. No, okay, so that's good. Let's check this out. Wait, that's it? Wait, that's it? Okay, I'm gonna show a little bit of ignorance here, more than I normally show, and I normally show a lot, so we're upping the ignorance level quite a bit. Is I mean, they've been hinting at Lizard, and I know that like I think they even reference like breaking out of the container and all that stuff. But like, is there something about the character Lizard that is making it obvious that that is Lizard? I don't think Kabam. Yeah, I don't think even Kabam would be dumb enough to tease Lizard this hard and not bring Lizard. But I mean, that's it. That's the only small, tiny portion of it you get. Hey, what's up, Marcus? How you doing, bud? Last second. Oh, so not early. That's all you need. Okay. Mm, it's not coming up for me. Either way, I trust you guys and I believe you. What's up, dude? Hilden Dwarf. What's up, man? That's awesome. See, I love that too, man. I love that. That like this is the kind of stuff that makes the game fun. You know what I mean? Like I will tell you that my biggest thing, my biggest single solitary issue, if there was one thing that like if like Kabam, if Kabam CEO showed up tomorrow at my house, it'd be weird. But if he did, or she, I don't know. It was like, all right, dude, you're being a real pain in the ass. What can we do to make you shut the hell up? I'd say, like, I meant it. Hire an AI guru. Go to all the greatest fighting games and hire whoever it is. I don't care. I don't know. I don't know how much money that costs, but hire them and fix the AI in this game. And then the thing that everyone every day logs in and deals with will be good. Because right now, every single day, everyone who plays this game logs in, and unless they just do the auto fight, they face some sort of bull s thing that sucks. And so then what they have to do is decide, am I having enough fun with this still happening? And so stuff like Lizard, it's like, dude, that's amazing. That's hype. And we're all going to get really hyped, right? So many people are really hyped. And like, as a YouTuber, it's cool when you guys are hyped. It's more fun. It's a lot more fun, right? But that's going to subside. It's going to subside. It's like it does for every single character, right? And that's normal. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And then we're going to be stuck with like, what the hell just happened? And I don't mean because the screen went black. The screen went black because I haven't touched my phone in a bit. And that's what sucks. And so it's like, if you just fix that, so many of these other things just handle themselves, you know? So yeah. Um Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Who are for? Gene Undo, Bastion Sig 20, High Evo, Sig 30. Dude, they're also different. High Evo's a good defender. So to me, I wish High Evo truly was what Kabam does as a 5-5 defender. You can play around him. It's gonna be a lot harder if you don't have a counter, but you can do it. But if you have a counter, you can defeat him like pretty easily. Some nodes can make him tough. But he's not. You ain't getting Serpent. You're not getting Elena. So I probably wouldn't do that unless you just love playing him or just like massively into BGs. I think Bastion, as far as BGs, like as far as that health pool is concerned, Bastion wants the Sig, and so just 20 is pretty good. I think you'd probably be all right. And Gene Unduped is not. That's not the real Mean Gene. So I would wait. I would go with Bastion. If you like Bastion, I'd go with Bastion. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone. This was a great like test stream for me. I think my back held up pretty well, so I'm really happy about that. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Like I said, tomorrow's video, if you want to be supportive of the Vega Prime, seeing videos on that, streams on that sort of thing, please watch it, like it, and all that stuff. Because that'll go a long way towards me feeling good about like doing more of it. And then I got enough work done today that I think I'm gonna be able to stream on Friday. And if I do, I'm hoping to stream Vega Prime and kind of get through that stuff. So Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I love it. This was so much fun. Thank you for the extremely generous donations, Adam and Ozfan. Thanks for the raid, lads, if you're still around. Yeah, hope y'all have a great day. That's cool. Lizard's coming. I'll talk to y'all really soon. Take care. Bye bye.